Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our calendars are looking great. We are going to take time today in order to show you how to polyurethane your number blocks and your month blocks. This is where our handles, our tape handles that are on our number blocks are going to come in handy. See how we can nicely hold all 7 number blocks at a time as we're going to take and polyurethane these. And polyurethane, we're going to take and put a nice shiny coat over the top of our blocks and over the top of our calendar. We're doing the number blocks and the month blocks today. It gives it a nice finish look, and it gives us a smooth top so that when we screen print our number blocks and our month blocks, it's going to end up having a good clean surface to work on. Okay, come on with me, let's go over by our polyurethane table. Now, at our polyurethane table, we still are going to use our safety glasses and keep those on, just because we're working with our polyurethane, but we also have other students that are in the room that are still working on their calendar projects and working with tools. And whenever we're in the shop, we want to make sure we have our safety glasses on. Okay, let's go to the polyurethane table. Over here at the polyurethane table, I have my calendar set up. I have my number blocks and month blocks taken out of my calendar, and I have them stacked off to the side. Using one of the brushes that is over here, I'm going to take the brush and put it into the polyurethane, and I only want the tip of the brush or the end of the brush put into the polyurethane, and then I'm going to wipe the brush on the side of the jar so that it doesn't drip as I'm moving to my pieces. Then, holding one of the handles on our number blocks, we're going to take and brush the polyurethane over the top of our number blocks. Okay, you can tell when you have it all because it looks wet and shiny as you're looking at it. If you end up with bubbles because you've taken the brush and you kind of pushed down and you squeezed it out on top of there, that's not a huge deal. We just want to make sure that you're taking the brush and drawing it across your pieces in one direction so that you have a nice, smooth, even finish on there. Once you have one strip done, we're going to take and place it in our calendar back, and we're going to use our calendar kind of like a cafeteria tray in order to transport it back and forth to the classroom and the workshop. Moving on to my next one. Once again, dunk the brush into the polyurethane. Just the tip of the brush is covered with the polyurethane, and we're going to brush it onto our number blocks. We want to make sure we don't have any drips or runs. We want to make sure that we have a nice even coat and no puddles are on here or bubbles either. Okay? Then I'm going to place my number blocks back into my calendar. And I'm going to continue doing this until I have all my number blocks polyurethaned and standing in my calendar like this. And then I'm going to be moving on to my month blocks. For my month blocks, same process. I'm going to polyurethane over the top. And I can only do one side at a time on our month blocks. Then I'm going to take and place it over the top of my number blocks so that you have a good air barriers in order to dry. When you're finished, place your brush over the top of the polyurethane bucket like that. And then your month blocks and number blocks, when you are all finished, are going to sit on top of your calendar back, and using it like a cafeteria tray, we'll be able to transport it back and forth to our storage cabinet. Okay? This is going to look great when we're done. We want to have a total of 3 coats on the front of our number blocks, and we want to have a total of 3 coats on both the front and the back of our month blocks. However, you can only do one side at a time, because if you do both sides, we can't put this down. They're going to end up sticking together. So one side of your month blocks at a time, 3 coats on top of the number blocks, 3 coats on the front and the back side of each of the month blocks.